the first half, and then I'm going to pass it off to Darla. So my name is Shanda Wright. I am a P5000 chairman any minute. Oh, hi, Senga. I've got a visitor. Here with I Am Mastery Academy. I've been with the Academy for almost 2.5 years and been able to help hundreds and hundreds of students get started successfully inside this Academy. So my heart here today is that you would know how to get what you came for. Everyone comes to this Academy. Oh my gosh, he's so bossy. He's probably going to be so loud. Hi, Senga. So there's so many different reasons that people come here, but typically it's some sort of equation that comes down to time and money. And that may or may not have to do with you freeing up your day-to-day time. Maybe you're time free. Maybe you're financially free. Maybe you're looking for a way, like, you know, my friend who actually, crypto grandma, Sherry's not on here, but she has a friend who's 75 who just got his inheritance, and he knows the feeling of receiving an inheritance, and he wants to create that for his children, but he's got 13 grandkids. Wow. We're going to have to multiply what he has by 13, right? So there's people like that are here for the legacy, that are here for the long-term growth because they have time and financial freedom. And the difference, I would say they probably have financial independence. I haven't met that many people that have full financial freedom outside of this Academy. The difference between financial independence and financial freedom is financial independence means you call the shots in your life. You can do what you want, when you want, how you want. Financial freedom means you don't look at price tags. Like, you buy houses with cash, you know, very different levels. Also, not everyone has financial freedom as their goal. Maybe it's financial independence for them and their family, whatever it is. Like I said, my heart is just that you would get what you came for from this Academy. So whether it's legacy money, where you're giving it to your grandchildren and you never plan to live on this, you're good. Or it's tomorrow money, where you're looking to make sure that you have an exit strategy from what you're doing. So for example, Jim, you'll hear about Darla's husband. He is a very successful COO of a multinational and multi-million dollar corporation. And what's happened for him is he wants to find a way out, right? Because it's one thing to have golden handcuffs. It's another thing to have, you know, an exit plan from those. So if you're looking for an exit strategy over the next 3 to 5 years, then tomorrow money is what we're looking for. Now, there's another kind of person, and there's the kind of person who's looking for something today, whether that's day-to-day bills, or they're looking for capital to be able to put in the markets. They don't even have anything to create legacy and tomorrow money with. And the today money comes with a lot of impact. So there's money-driven people and there's people-driven people. And what I love about Darla and I coming together, we are not connected financially. We are connected by heart and by love and by relationships and experience. And so Darla and I have come together because we're people focused. We're motivated. We're here. We came originally for us. And then because we're good, now we want other people to be good. So in the today money, obviously there's the today money, which can give you a lot of resources for other types of money and other sorts of things. But we're also helping people. And that's where you connect people to the Academy. You actually help new students get started. And so what I want you to know is, yeah.
Can you make me co-host?
Yes.
Thank you.
Here we go. So whether you're here for today money, tomorrow money, or legacy money, we're going to show you how to get it here inside the Academy. There are some things I want you to know. Tomorrow money and legacy money we teach inside the Academy. Today money is something that our team has special tools and resources for. So there's going to be different websites we go through today. Some are inside the Academy and some are outside of the Academy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to give you a big picture view of the Academy, and then I'm going to show you where to go next. Okay. So you can see the different pieces of what we have here at I Am Mastery Academy. Okay. And I want you to know that our slogan is, what will you become? Because when your money's good, what I can tell you is I was sitting in Panama in the most beautiful home I've ever lived in with some of my most favorite people on the entire planet, looking at the most beautiful views and the most beautiful weather I've ever been through. And again, I came to go on tour to teach people what I know. to make sure that they're good, that if they want to leave the country, that they have the resources to do that. If they want to travel full time, that they have the resources to do that. If they want to create a compounding plan that sets them free in 2, 5, 10 years, that they have that available, no matter what their freedom number is. So I'm very passionate about the people. I'm very eager to help you guys see what I see inside this academy. And once you see what I see, you can't unsee it and you can't unlearn it. And so I'm so grateful that we're here in the education space, because no one's going to trade your money, take your money, or invest your money for you. And quite frankly, you're going to take better care of it than anyone else will. And I want to start this off by saying, no one will ever ask you for money or private mentorship like that. So if you get a DM on Instagram, people personally use my face to DM people and scam them. Okay. They do the same thing with Melanie. I think she has 5 accounts right now. Greg does too. A lot of our educators, because that's an Instagram problem. People can just steal your pictures and do that. Okay. But what my personal goal is to educate the masses so that no one can be taken advantage of in this space as we transition from fiat currency to digital currency. So you're educated. So whether it's a financial institution, it's a government, or it's a scammer on Instagram, or it's just someone who is doing some sort of thing. There was a guy who did, who took a lot of people's money from my hometown. And so I just want you to have access to the education. So you know what's a real project, you know what's a real opportunity, you know what's a good trade, you know what isn't. And so again, I'm going to show you where the academy holds these precious jewels. Darla's going to come in at the end to be able to show you exactly how you can get today money and equip you to use some of our team tools to create more impact. And like I said, today money. So we'll do the people part last. We're going to go to the trading part first. Okay. So does everyone have a pen and paper handy? Okay. So what I want to do is I really want to make sure that you have your schedule down. Okay. There's a few calls that are going to be very vital for your success. There's 2 things that are absolutely vital. 1, Sunday night team calls. Everyone who's making 7 figures is on the call. Not everyone on the call is yet making 7 figures, but I want you to know success leaves clues. So when you see someone who's doing something consistently and they're all the results people, that's where you're going to want to go. So 6 p.m. Pacific Standard, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, every Sunday night, we have our team mindset and marketing call. So there'll be mindset. There'll also be marketing strategies. Like I said, inside the academy, we teach trading. Our team is responsible for all the marketing training that you get. So you're going to get some marketing training there. And if you're here just to trade, that's no problem. I still recommend it, because what it takes to win here in marketing, it takes to win on the charts. They're very, very complementary. Okay. So Sunday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard, 9 p.m. Eastern. We also have a chairman mentorship call. This is a corporate call on Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So that's actually on golive.im. The link for the Sunday night call will be posted in your team telegrams. You'll have 2 Telegram chats you should be in. So you're going to have your team telegram, and then you're going to have your strategy telegram, and I'll show you where to find that as well. Okay. So you've got Sunday night, you've got Sunday afternoon. We do have a P600 and above leadership call at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard every single Sunday as well. There is then a couple of other calls I want you to be aware of, but I can tell you those Sunday calls are the do not miss. Okay. There are other calls that, depending on where you're at in your journey and what your goals are here, that you may want to attend depending on the week. Okay. So on Tuesdays, we have 2 calls. We have a 12 o'clock Pacific Standard team builder call. This is a call where if you are looking for training, resources, support, or tools to build your business, to be able to market this academy, whether that's through influencing online or through in-person business to business, it doesn't matter. We're going to train you and equip you and hold each other accountable to our goals Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific. And again, you're going to find that Zoom link inside your Telegram. Then there's another call, and it's at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard every single Tuesday. And that is what we call our phase 3 call, which is what you're on right now. Phase 3 calls are for people who are looking for direction inside the academy. Any new customers who are like, I don't know where to go. Maybe they just I've had this happen. They go on vacation for 2 weeks and they come back and they're like, wait a second, I totally forgot where I left off. Right. Or they'll have, some sort of big day, a birthday or something like that. And then they'll come back and they're like, wait a second, where did I leave off? Or they'll have a question about where to find something. And maybe you're new to the space of leadership, or you've just brought your friends alongside. You're not interested in the actual mentorship side. Well, you can plug them into phase 3 so that they don't get lost, so that they know where it is to go. And it's such a beautiful, landing place for anyone who's new or anyone who feels disoriented or is like, where do I go next? You can always refer them to a phase 3 call, because there's a space for Q&A, and they are going to have access to the people who know the academy and the business the best. Okay. So we've got all of our top leaders starting and helping people here. Okay. So that's a phase 3 call. That's what we're on right now as well. We do have them Friday mornings at 7:30 a.m. As well. And what I want you to know is that there's also a space for leaders here. And there's a lot of people who want to do what I do, want to do what Darla does. Now, it's not most people, but the people who have a calling for leadership, impact on their life, they're going to see people having impact, leading others, and want to learn how to do that. That's where I was. I was awkward at best. I did not come out of the gate with a ton of experience or EQ. It was a lot more IQ. And so coming here and learning by watching, learning by doing, learning by mentorship has been it's been one of the biggest blessings of my life. And so for people like Randall, for people like Elaine, like Daryl, I know you guys are here. Grace, I know you guys are here to learn how to do what we do. So if you see yourself as a leader, as a mentor, as someone who is looking to take over, I can tell you right now, I'm actively looking for my replacement in everything I do. Every single meeting, every single call, every single post, because when I find my replacement, then I can go and replace someone who's doing the things at the next level that I am learning to do. Okay. So this is the best part, is it's a grooming business. So we have to groom people to kind of take over what we do. And then we can go and do another level and then another level. And so if you are one of those people who would like to be groomed for the 6 or 7 figure mentorship marketing position, then first of all, you're in the right place. And second of all, keep showing up, because repetition's the master of skill, which takes me right into the academy. And I can tell you right now, the biggest mistake I see is that people expect to get it the first time, and they expect to get it right from the get-go. They expect to know what they're doing. And it's a space that we're all learning together. And when you come here, the best part about the academy is you start from A and you can work all the way to Z or Z, depending on which country you're in. And so that whole process is something that you are going to have assistance in. And I want you to know you're probably not going to be good at something you've never done. And as adults, I don't know why when I came in here, I thought I would be good at something I've never done, but I did. And it turns out I wasn't. And I found that a little overwhelming and discouraging. But that's why I want to tell you that you're going to crawl, walk, then run. And you're going to have all the support that you need to start at the beginning. And if you're anything like me, you're going to watch the videos 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And that's okay. That's why they're recorded. That's why they're there. And that's also why the educators repeat themselves in multiple. Hi, Faye. Good to see you. That's why they repeat themselves over and over and over again, because there's so much to learn that they want to make sure no one's missing anything. Okay. So just have that patience, know that that's the case for me, not just in the leadership side, but also in the trading side. So now I am going to show you a couple of quick tools. So we've got thefreedomlaunch.com. This is going to be a beautiful resource for you. Again, like a phase 3 call, it's kind of your sounding board. You're going back to point. So you should know this website very well. It's going to be a resource for you multiple times. I'll refer back to it. Darla will refer back to it. Once you hit begin your training, you can go into whichever academy it is that you got started in. They're all structured the same way. Crypto has a little bit more because there's legacy money as well as tomorrow money inside the Digital Currency Academy. All the other academies focus on tomorrow money. So that's the e-commerce and the Forex. So if you are in the DCX Academy, there's a little bit more to learn, but there's a little bit more money on the table. So we'll definitely show you your way around. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to download Telegram. We talked about this. There should be 2 Telegrams you're in. You are either in mine or Darla's, not both. If you're in both, you're going to get kicked out of one of them. Nah, we love you. We're in. Darla and I moderate both chats. We share resources back and forth. The most important thing for you is we want you to get access to mentorship. We don't want you to ever get lost in the masses because we're on a mission to impact over 1 million lives, guys. And we're absolutely, it's already done. I know this. Also, because of that, we want to put you in a position where you're going to get the best care, the best support that you possibly could. And that's going to be by being in one of those chats, not both. Okay. So whether you're in Darla's or you're in mine is the Freedom Revolution winners. Darla's is Darla and Jim's chat. Make sure, get back to the person that invited you here and make sure you're in one of those. Everyone should also be in their strategy Telegram. So you can see FRDCX chat. You're going to click here and it's going to get you into that Telegram. Okay. So you're going to join that group. So that's for crypto people specifically. And there's one for e-commerce, just like there's one for Forex. Okay. So then we've got MetaTrader 4. If you're in crypto and you're here to buy and hold or to flip coins, this is going to be one of those not as important steps. So don't worry about mastering it or using the tool perfectly at this stage. Do download it so you have access to it when you're ready to start pushing these buttons. If you're in Forex, this is absolutely vital. Okay. This is one of your key tools. Swipecoin, this is a great app. This is what's going to keep you abreast of everything that's going on in the crypto space. And then the 2 Facebook groups. So the I Am Members Only Facebook group is where you're going to get any special training or tools that we share for our team. And Free from the Rat Race is where all of your friends and family can be added so they can get access to free training, inspirational stories, and encouragement as they get curious about the academy. So they don't have to be in there. They can still go in. There's some great trainings. Recently, Mike Sotero did one on the metaverse and NFTs. Absolute fire. Corinne did one on the very basics of crypto. So, get them in there, give them access to this stuff, get them in, tag them in content. If they request to join and they don't get in right away, Darla and I are both moderators. Go and ask us personally and we'll help you get them in there. Okay. Then we've got phase 2, which you should have already completed. And again, if you haven't, that's no problem. That's why I'm walking you through it. So we've got the foundations training. I want you to click here and go to go live. Okay. And then phase 3 is where we're at now. So that is the beginning steps of utilizing the freedomlaunch.com. And I'm going to show you now a very quick tool. This is something you can't access from your phone. You have to do it from the computer. You come to the member hub and the trader dashboard. There's 3 real big resources here. One's the beginner boot camp, which is going to show you which videos to watch in which order. And you'll see it's literally watch these videos first, right? Let's say we're in FRX. See, watch these videos, skip video 204, go all the way through this. It literally lays out which videos, because in the academy, there's a ton of videos and people are like, where do I go next? That's what the beginner boot camp is for. Now, one of the number one things that I see people failing in trading is that they learn just enough to be dangerous, and then they don't have a plan, and then they go and they break some of the rules, but not all of them, but they basically come up with their own. So that's dangerous. That's not how I recommend you strategizing in this space. Develop a plan, stick to the plan, have rules that you never break, keep them with yourself. And how you develop that is actually developing your trading plan. So Manny Quinonias actually walks you through how to create a trading plan here in developing your trading plan. And then there's also a compounding plan, which is how you can know when you're going to hit your freedom number and what that looks like. Okay. So these tools are something that I think are really powerful, and I definitely recommend you utilizing as you build your skill set, as you build your knowledge, and as you plan to win. Okay. Because they say you plan to fail, you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? Okay. So that's the freedomlaunch.com. You're going to have everything that you need there to guide you through the academy, to set up your plan, to stick to your plan, and to know when it is you're going to hit your freedom number. Now, inside the academy itself, there are 4 different sections, and there's a bonus one for crypto. I'm going to give you a brief overview of this right now because we're recording this and I want to make sure people have access. I do not expect you to understand everything that I'm going to show you right now. I want you to know which websites are important, where some of these videos are, and then I'm also going to show you where to start next. The beginner bootcamp, when in doubt, come here. Okay. So if all you hear from me today is beginner bootcamp, freedomlaunch.com, you're good. Okay. There's one other thing that I would consider to be a great next step that I will share with you. But I'm going to give everyone a complete overview of the academy so you can see it kind of from a bird's eye view. Okay. So we have this thing called im.academy. It's one website. This is your back office. Okay. It's just going to load for a second and I'm going to. Okay, perfect. So where's Shanda? Shanda. Okay, so when you log in, oh, fun. Oh, traveling, it's such a blast. So when you come in here, you're going to have your dashboard and you're going to see that you have websites is what it's going to say if you're an IBO, and it's going to say my referral links if you are just a customer. That's where you're going to share your website or your referral link. You can go through your shopping cart, which is where I'm going to go to process this with my Bitcoin because Bitcoin's better than fiat. Don't even get me started. But that's where you go to process or change your subscription. Okay. You can also change how you get paid. You can see leaderboards and order history. This is where you're going to get all of your billing information and your back office information for the academy. Then we've got im.center. im.center is kind of the hub for the education. Okay. So im.center. You come in here and you're going to see there's academies, Pip Talk, Go Live, and strategies. So under academies is where you're going to get some of the rules and the language. You can see that here, there's some videos that are really going to take you through piece by piece. Okay. What are digital currencies? What's a pip in digital currencies? Entry price, right? Now, if you are inside the DCX Academy and you want to learn how to day trade, there's the Leverage Academy. Exchange just means buy and hold or flip like a coin. Leveraged means that you're trading in the movements of the market, and you'll learn more about that. But when you click on the DCX, and I know there's going to be some people here that are going to love this, so I have to share it with you. The DCX Leverage Academy is actually the FRX 100 and 200 series. So it actually is going to give you the same fundamentals you learn in the FRX Academy. Okay, so that's the academies. We've also got strategies. These are the tools that are going to help you navigate throughout the trading process. So you can actually have these strategies. They go over top of the charts, so you can actually see, you know, the scalper, the harmonics, all that stuff. Okay. And then we've got Pip Talk. Pip Talk is where the educators send out information and alerts. So for example, inside Cobain's Pip Talk is where he keeps his coin list, the coins that he has on his watch, what he likes about it, where you can purchase them, and where they should fit based on your low cap, mid cap, and main coin strategy for purchasing and buying and holding. So sometimes it's chart markups, sometimes it's alerts. Pip Talk is a great resource. I do recommend subscribing to that. And then finally, we have Go Live. Inside Go Live, you're going to find, this is the second thing. So it's the Beginner Bootcamp and Go Live. These are the two websites that I recommend having a huge play in your life, this is where the money is. Okay. So if you are an FRX, I want you to come to this new member banner and spend your first 2 to 4 weeks with the new basic educators. Okay. So they're not necessarily new, but they're for new people. And that new banner is going to be the place to go. Okay. For DCX, I want you to come in here. There's a ton of different educators. Read the title of what it is that they're doing. It's going to give you a great place to start and figure out where you're going to go to get what you need. And you'll start hearing people talk about different educators. Just explore, look at the schedule, see what works for you. When you come into Corinne's class, so you saw I clicked on Corinne. She's the one that looks like Ariel with her long red hair. Come into her favorite sessions. And what I recommend for everyone is starting in this line right here. This is what and why in crypto, what the crypto, how the current financial system works, how this emotional cycle plays in, and the layer 1, layer 2 projects. So I recommend starting with this row and then coming up to the top and working through from the top down. Everyone in crypto, whether you're buying and holding or you're not, this is where I recommend you start. Okay. So that is everything for me. I'm going to jump off and actually I've got Dan and Ken. I'm going to send you guys, I'm going to give you guys a call on the phone because I'm going to hand this off to Darla. Darla is my business partner. She's a world-class networker. She's helped thousands of people create financial freedom in their lives over the last 13, 14 years. She's been an entrepreneur for decades. Everything she touches turns to gold, and she has got a heart like nobody's business. This woman cares and loves and encourages more like in her sleep than most people ever do. And I am beyond grateful for her mentorship. And she's the queen of today money. So I'm the librarian. I know where the academy is. I know where all the tools are. As you saw, we have this recorded. You'll be able to come back to it. However, Darla, hi, Kason. So Darla is going to help you find the today money, help you with the impact, help you with the heart piece, because she has mastered the art of human connection. And she absolutely is just overflowed to be able to share that with you. So I'm going to give this off to Darla. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for taking a chance on you. It takes guts to go after something big, and this is big here, and we're in it together. And I'm really excited that you are, doing something great and doing it with us. So I will see you guys on Sunday. And thank you again, Darla, for everything.
Thank you, Shanda. I appreciate you so much, everybody. Give Shanda 333 in the chats and let her know how much we appreciate her servant leadership. She has focused so hard on learning how to be a great leader so that she can provide a way for other people to have what it is that she has. And remember, she's only been here 2.5 years, you guys. I want you to stop and think about that. She was sitting where you were sitting 2.5 years ago. If you're new, that's when she got started. And so I'm going to turn off my camera so I can give you guys both hands. For those of you on Facebook that are watching live, if you want to watch this, hop over to darlad.com and click on the join Zoom button. Okay. So you guys, I want to connect with you on a completely different level. There are three different ways to make money, but 2 different parts to this academy. There is the school, which has nothing to do with network marketing. And then there is the network marketing side that has nothing to do with trading or Forex or crypto or NFTs or the metaverse or e-commerce store or what else do we do? Compounding, all those things. Okay. What Shanda just talked to you about is completely opposite of what I'm going to talk to you about. And this is a big confusion in the world of network marketing. And I want to tell you why. In the world of network marketing, no other company is like this one, because every company in network marketing requires you to connect a customer to a product or a service and then build a team of other people doing the same thing in order to get paid. in order for somebody to make money. Now, in any other company, now I'm a network marketing professional, you guys. I'm a life coach and a business coach. I have 15 different companies that I collect residual income paychecks from. 15. My healthcare company, I use their products. Not all of them, but some of them. My skincare company, I use their products. Not all of them, but some of them. You guys get the rhythm? And then I have tools for my business. And then I have tools for my businesses that I use their services, right? So that's the customer base. You know, I'm a customer in those companies as well as a rep, networker, distributor, whatever you want to sugarcoat the title of being a network marketer as, they're all the same. Anybody who is building, referring, and signing people up is a networker. They just label it differently in different companies. And I get that. Now, over here, the customer base that's using the skincare, using the healthcare, using the card service, using the digital connection service, using whatever it is, right, that they're using. Can any of these people make millions of dollars, travel, you know, and compound their money? And, you know, it's just not possible. That's the anomaly here in this company, is that the customer can make millions of dollars here in this company. And it's been done by many, many people, but you have to use the service, right? I have companies that are services. You guys all know I send cards. I use digital cards. I have other tools. I need to mute some. I need to appoint somebody. Lainey, my new co-host. And I can't do it. Okay.
It's her. It's Shanda's.
Yeah, so let me mute. Okay. So that's the anomaly here in the company. But because I've been in network marketing 14 years, and I just discovered this 2 years. No, I guess my husband was trying to convince me to do it for 2.5 years. So for about 5 years, I've known of this academy, but I didn't realize the anomaly until I witnessed what happened with my husband and my daughter. Did I realize I'm not selling the academy. I'm selling what it's doing for them in their life. And what it's doing for them in their life is creating time and money freedom for the both of them. As a parent, the only thing you want and pray for your children is that they have good health, that they are happy, and that they can reach their dreams. You know, that's what we pray for as parents. 6 months ago, I was praying to God for the pathway my daughter was on, because she was going to head off to college. And I know exactly what that means. It's wasted years of her life to get educated by people who don't know how to make money, on how to work for 40 years and retire on nothing and have no life and not be able to raise her children and blah, 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 blah. And then she finds the academy, right? Well, now she's back home from college, no more college. Thank you, Lord. And now this child can invest on her own, trade on her own, compound on her own. She will not have to rely on a partner, spouse, husband, wife, whatever she chooses to have, and a boss of any kind, a city, town, state, or country to control her. And if you stop and think about it, most people live where they live because they have to, not because they want to. They have to live in the town, the city, state, the home that they live in because of their job and what they make and all that kind of stuff. And so that's what I sell here. And if you think about what the result is, like in healthcare products, when I was in only healthcare, which I was in healthcare for a long time only because I didn't understand multiple streams of diversified residual leveraged income yet. I was in one company because I was told that I couldn't be in multiple companies. I used to save lives all the time, get rid of diabetes and help cure this and help cure that and help get rid of inflammation and I almost said artichokes, arthritis. I got rid of artichokes. And that was saving lives in a way, right? Well, now I save lives in a way that I get to give them their life back, right? I get to put them at a place where they can do what they want, when they want, where they want, with who they want, and why they want. And that's the beauty. And you guys, I got into this industry on accident. It was an accident. It was a blessing in disguise from the last crash, which is what we're going through now. History is repeating itself. In 2008, I was praying for a way to just pay off, to cover my payroll. My payroll was $55,000 every 2 weeks. 2 years prior, you couldn't get me to look at something like this because I had no need. I was 100% debt free, living in my dream house, doing $3 million a year, 19-year run, top salon, business owner of the year. I had it all going on, right? Had all the cars, the boats, all that. I didn't need anything. I wasn't looking. And then came a storm that caused me to look at something different, which is what's happening now. I have been having people every day just calling me, reaching out to me every day that are getting ready to either, number one, they're people that went through the last crash and they understand what's coming. They're wise because they learned from the first time, and they're preparing, and they know they need to hurry up, pivot and shift. And they know what's happening in our lifetime with the shift of the digital currency and Bitcoin and crypto and NFTs. And this is what I tell everyone. When I'm talking to somebody on a Zoom, I say to them, I said, do you know anything about the metaverse? And they say, no. I say, do you know the metaverse is the new world that we're all going to be living on? And they're like, no. I'm all, what if I told you you're on the metaverse right this minute? And she's like, and they'll say like, what do you mean? I said, we're on Facebook. Do you know that most platforms that you get on now today are on the new world of the metaverse? And they're like, no, I didn't know that. I'm all, yeah. And the sooner you get educated about it and you learn about it, the faster you're going to be able to capitalize on it. So that's kind of a little talk. And so when I got started in network marketing, I too was appointed a mentor, like everybody else is appointed a mentor. And my mentor taught me two things. He said, Darla, if you'll trust me, I'll help you buy your life back. And that's all I needed to hear, because I needed to buy my life back. I was crashing hard. I didn't think I was going to lose everything. At that time, I thought I could still recover. And I held on to that space. And it was the biggest mistake I could have made, because in hindsight, the writing was on the walls that I was going to lose everything. And people don't want to lose their homes, their businesses, their boats, their cars, their planes, their helicopters, their trains, whatever. They don't want to lose their things because they worked so hard to get them. But all along, God had a plan. And I'm so grateful to him that he continued to direct my steps and season me for this moment right here. You guys, I don't need to be on this call. I'm here because I want to pay back to this industry that gave me my life and God works through me. He's seasoned my life. He uses us all in some way, shape, or form. And this is how he uses me. He gave me gifts that are different than Shanda. I don't do math. I'm dyslexic. I don't read charts because I'm dyslexic. I don't study and I can't focus because, I'm a visionary. I see the end of the picture first, and I don't know the steps on how to get there. I just run like hell and figure it out along the way. My husband is like Shanda, but more of my husband. Shanda's a little bit of both of us. My husband's got to plan every step. He sees the first step. He has to see the first before the second. He can't see the end until he can see how to get there. And I'm reverse. So network marketing works beautifully for me, because all I need to do is learn a few things: how to invite, how to present, how to close, how to overcome objectives. I only need to learn how to peak, how to do all that. So through my years, I have mastered attraction marketing. I attract people into my life. I never sell. I don't recruit. I don't pitch. I don't sell. I'm not a hunter like most people are in other network marketing companies, because that's what they're taught, right? So not only do we have the best company on the planet because our service, so when you're teach this to your people, when you're talking to people about network marketing and somebody says, well, isn't this a network marketing company or blah, 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 and say, yeah, but I don't have to do network marketing. It's no different than Melaleuca, and I'm buying their products because I like to have organic and natural home cleaning products. Does that mean that their products aren't good? Teach your people how to sell back and overcome the objective. Yeah, but I'm not doing the network marketing side. I'm only going to go to school to do the education, and teach people how to lean into that if they don't want to do network marketing. Okay. However, if you want to do network marketing, you got to posture yourself, and you got to be proud of network marketing, and you got to say, hell yeah, I'm doing the network marketing side. I'd be a fool not to, right? You got to be, nobody ever says to me, are those things scams and those things are bad and those things don't work and blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't happen because I've learned how to posture myself. I took ownership. People can sniff you like a dog if you feel funky about being in network marketing or you try and beat around the bush. Okay. If you want to be a network marketing professional, then lean into that baby. I'm going to school to learn 2 things, not just one. I'm going to learn how to capitalize in the new world of money, and I'm going to learn how to be a network marketing professional. Lean into it and take pride for it. And then people will say, why would you want to do that? Or what is a network marketing professional, right? Lean into that. So there's my little bit of mentorship for you today. Now, in order to get to the money in network marketing, you've got to get good in the beginning of learning how to attract people into your life, and then how to pass them over to your mentor. Your mentor is the most priceless thing in this academy. I could not be sitting here today talking to you had I not have leveraged Melanie when I got started, because Melanie's my sponsor. Melanie was so with me for the beginning till I could figure it out, right? I didn't know how to do this. I didn't know how the comp plan worked. I didn't know how to enroll anybody. I didn't know how to do anything. Melanie simply said, invite some friends, introduce them to me, let me do my thing. Don't interrupt. Don't ask questions. Don't do anything. Be a good student. And that's it. It's no different than what you guys are doing in the classrooms for that are trading. You're being a good student. It's no different than you guys sitting here on this call. You're being a good student, right? And so we're getting good at one step, and we're mastering one step. Okay. And that is the attraction, to attract people to you. Now, in the team Telegram chat, we have a pinned post up at training on attraction marketing. It's amazing. Okay. It's absolutely flawless. So when I enroll somebody into the academy, I ask them, do you want to get your 2 free? Do you want to knock that out first? Are you interested in getting your 2 free? If they say yes, at that very moment, I have them make a going back to school post on their Facebook. That's it. And then I tell them, don't touch it. Don't comment, don't touch it, shut your Facebook down, blah, blah, blah. I help them share it into a group so it gets algorithm boosted. And then I have them watch that training. Okay. That post is really all that needs to be done to start, because that gets the looky-loos looking and the ones that are ready to come to you. Okay. You don't need to learn how to do the next step until you've mastered this step, right? Put out there what's going to start the ball rolling. You've mastered how to make a post. So what does mastering the first step mean? How do I save the little picture so I can post it on my Facebook? How do I create one of those myself? Where do you get those little backgrounds from? How do I make my post public? How do I share it? How do I find the boosting Facebook group? How do I add myself to it? Okay, once I add my post, what do I say in there when I've added it? Okay, now that I've added it, what do I do with everybody else in there? Am I supposed to do something on their posts? Okay, I'll learn that too. Okay, now, oh my gosh, people are replying. What do I say when they're replying? Okay, it's learn, learn, learn. One little bite, one little bite. That's what your mentors are here for. Your mentors are here to hold the whole puzzle piece, 5,000 puzzles, 5,000 piece puzzle. If somebody threw a 5,000 piece puzzle on your living room floor and put your goals and dreams in a box next to it, whether it's $1 million, freedom, time to spend with your parents, your grandkids, and blah, 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 whatever, travel the world, buy a new home. If all your dreams were in that box, but you didn't have the picture to the lid of the box, and all you needed to do was put together that puzzle piece, and you could have your dreams and goals, would you rather try and do it by yourself, or would you rather have mentors say, oh, I've built this puzzle so many times. Come on, girl, I'll do it with you. Let me show you. Oh, this piece, I remember this piece so clearly, it goes right up here. And this piece goes over here. And that's what showing up to these events does. That's why when I got started, and to this day, I've done a few things. I don't know how to use a remote control because I shut off my TV and I don't turn it back on. I don't own a piece of music because I shut off what I feed my brain, and I go to every event and I get on every call and I immerse myself always in the middle of people who make more money than me. And then I serve. Okay. So this is my serving. Meanwhile, I get on calls with higher level, right? My goal here is to lift you up. Everybody's got a success meter. Where are you at on the success meter? Alex Morton's up here. Everybody knows that. Down here is the first person that just got started that had to hawk her wedding ring to join for $185. Okay. So this is it. We all are somewhere on the success meter, and we don't get there by knocking people off and stepping on people. We get there by rising people up and rising people up. I like to call it, this is the pyramid structure that most people know of corporate American life, where the guy at the top makes all the money. And I'll use my scenario. I was the salon owner of our salons. I owned 51% of stock and Jim owned 49. He was never going to have more than me. I made sure of that. And then we had 6 general managers, and then we had a crew of assistants, and then the stylists, and then the cleaning people at the bottom. Okay. And the only way they could rank advance through traditional business life was if somebody quit or got fired. That's the only way. Where in network marketing, it's a reverse pyramid. The lady at the bottom who had to sell her wedding ring to get started is down here. The Alex Mortons and the 250s and the 500s and the Matt Rosas and the Melanie and Gregs and all those people, they're up here. And what is it that they're doing every day? Saying, come on, guys, come on, guys. The more of you we have up here, the more we win, the more we succeed, and the more we make. It's beautiful. So that's what we're pulling up on. And all of you guys do the same. If you're a P150, you're pulling people up from, just getting started. If you're a P600, you're pulling those P150s up, right? If you're a P1000, you're pulling those P600s up, and you're pulling them up with your frequency, your inspiration, and your encouragement. And you can only pull somebody up as high as you are. You can't pull somebody beyond you. You guys have every ability to pass me up. You guys can pass me up and do your thing. We have people on our team that are making way more money than Jim in his trading accounts. They don't even build. Like, they're secret little witness protection program people that are doing their thing. We've got many people on our team who already have multiple 6 figures. We've got people on our team that have multiple 5 figures, right? And so you can do the same thing in network marketing. When I started in network marketing, the person who trained me was already making $15,000 a month. I quit, and my sponsor was already making a couple $1,000s a month. I passed all of them up in my first few months. All of them. I passed them all up because I did more of what it is that we do. And it is getting it in front of people. That's it. So if you can master how to get it in front of people, work closely with your trainer, you don't have to worry about anything else. You got to get good at getting it in front of people and connecting them with their trainer. And when I look at my organization on who's growing, it's the ones who learned how to do the pass. They got the peak down. Now they've mastered the pass. And the peak is your back to school post. And even if you made your back to school post a year ago, that training teaches you how to continue to work that back to school post for a year. You can work that post for a year, and still it creates an attraction funnel. It creates an energy funnel of people coming to you, and you'll never have to recruit ever. But so now you've mastered how to do that, right? Because I developed the system that taught it to you and taught you how to be attractive versus distractive by being a pitcher, a seller, or a prospector, or a hunter. I got a call yesterday from some friends of ours that have been in every one of our business. And he says, oh, have you gotten a phone call from so-and-so yet? Who was a top in our first company that Greg and Melanie were in and that we were all in. And I says, no, why? Did he start a new company? Or no, I said, yes. Why? Because he started a new company. He says, yeah, I got a call from him yesterday. And I also got a call from another person. And it's so funny when they call, they start out by saying, hey, I was just thinking about you. And all I can think of is you weren't thinking about, excuse me. You weren't thinking about me. You started a new company. And then I got a call yesterday from one of them. I says, oh my gosh, it's so great to hear from you. What company did you just start? Because they're hunters. They're hunters. You don't hear anything from them at all until they start a new company. My people, and I'm going to read you this so that you guys can really understand the value of what I'm talking about why it's so important to care about people. Build relationships and care about people, and don't be a hunter. Don't be somebody that only calls somebody when you want something, because this will happen to you. So I got this message and it says, hold on. I'm going to do an actual Facebook Live on it because it's so great. Hi, Darla. My name is Jordan, and I'm not sure if you remember meeting me. It seems you've touched a lot of people's lives, so I totally understand if you don't. I met you 5 years ago at the Safita complex with my sister. You both lived there at the time. I was visiting her from Michigan. Now catch that story. I remember your story being incredibly inspirational. We added each other on Facebook that day, and I don't believe we ever spoke again. Fast forward to this year. I received a birthday card from you. I remember you telling me about the cards that day I met you, and receiving a birthday card from you brought back that memory and instantly put a smile on my face. It also brought me back to your Facebook. The past couple of months, I've been seeing your posts about the academy and trading. I watched a video you posted and you were talking about having a yes life. It was so intriguing that I watched your whole video without even knowing what I was watching. I am currently trying to find a way out of my full-time job into a more free lifestyle. I was hoping you could send some information my way. I would love to learn about that. Thank you for your time. I hope to hear back from you, Jordan. So needless to say, that is attraction marketing, right? That's attraction marketing. I made a connection with a friend, with a stranger 5 years ago. I made a connection with her. So become a master connector. When you meet somebody, get their information, connect with them on social media. And if you don't send cards, you got to figure out a way to stay in touch with them. My way to stay in touch with people is through sending cards because my system does it for me, right? It's called my funnel of love. That's what I call my cards, my funnel of love. And it attracts people constantly into my life. Then when they go to my Facebook, I don't want them to see me pitching and selling and hunting and posting by this. I want them to see attraction things. I want them to see what I'm doing, that attract them to them. So that's a biggest nugget I can teach you guys is to do that. Now, when you go to the training and then passing people, when somebody asks you a question, you've got to learn how to answer that question and pass that question over to your trainer. So I'm going to share with you the golden reply. Okay. This has been working so good because it's true. All right. So I'm going to go to actual Telegram because I want to show you a couple things about Telegram. Okay, you guys, when you're on Telegram, I want to show you the pinned posts. Up here at the top, there's pinned messages, and these pinned messages are very important. Okay. So when you see a pinned message that you want, so like, let's say I'm going to go to training because I want to show you what I'm working on right now. Over here is how you can access it. But if you don't be careful, you can unpin the post. Unfortunately, Telegram doesn't allow you to lock the posts to like only certain people can unpin them. So people are unpinning them, which takes away from everybody else being able to see it. So you click on the little 3 lines and it opens the post, or if you just click on the actual word trainings, it will open it down below. Okay. And it'll be good too. So right here is the Google Doc. And I think I have to stop sharing for you to see it and reshare, share Google Doc. So this Google Doc is your best friend on how to do attraction marketing. Here's the training on how to, what it looks like. The very first post will be about you going back to school. The second thing you'll learn is after that, you can start dripping. So the second thing you learn is how to start dripping. The third thing you learn is when they ask what it is. The fourth thing you learn is when they ask what the name of the academy is. The fifth thing you learn is when they ask a question about anything from the research link. Okay. If you get good at learning those three things, you don't have to learn anything else when it comes to the network marketing side, because your mentor is the one that's building. You're the one that's peaking and passing. The networker, the mentor is going to be your best friend. They're going to go to work for you. Do you want your friends being trained by somebody that makes a lot more money than you and is a pro, or by you? You don't want them to be trained by you. So don't try and be the one that is trying to be the educator and the trainer. Let your mentors do that. So when somebody asks what it is, when they ask what it is, I joined an online academy with some friends that I've known for many years. I've watched them go from when they joined, from when they got started, and now many of them are living the life I want to live. So I figured I'd better not get left behind. I'm going to learn how to make money in digital currency, NFTs, and the metaverse, as well as how to compound and grow my own money. Have you started learning these things yet? You can add that question if you want. Okay. Then when they ask about the research link, you know how to do that too. Hang on, you guys, this is a very important call to have. Thank you. Okay. So when they ask, what is the academy about, and what's the name of the academy, when they ask a question about anything. So this is why you want to come be here, so you can learn these things, because it's constantly evolving, right? 1 month, this is working, and then the world changes. So then they have to use something else and the world changes. The same thing goes through the process of us getting better, be it with tools and processes and systems and the way the world changes, us too. So you have to keep coming back. What's new? What's new? What's new? Because new is growth. Growth is new. You don't want things to be the same forever, because then they're not growing, they're not changing, they're not escalating, they're not elevating, they're not expanding. Because as you expand, you learn something new. As you expand, you learn something new. Okay, now, when you're on your share, when you are on, hold on, am I on the wrong thing? Share screen. There it is. On your freedom launch, and you want to learn about the IBO side, which is the network marketing side. Okay. Now you're not going to be a network marketer until you've gotten 3 people. To get your 2 and free does not require you to be a network marketer. That's simply a customer thing. That's why you don't make money. You only get free product. To be a network marketer is when you want to get 3 people or more. Okay. So that you can start tapping into the comp plan. Okay, so I'm on a hotspot because I'm at my mom's, and she doesn't have internet, and she doesn't have a computer, and she doesn't have a cell phone. Obviously, you guys know that. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here and you're going to click on start your training. Good, it's working. Okay, and you're going to come down here and you're going to click on IBO, access your training. And you're going to listen to these things. This is what I did. Anytime I start a new company that I'm going to build, only when I'm going to build, I go into only the first fast start steps. That's all I listen to. I only want to know how to get somebody started. That's all I want to know. I don't want to know how to do the next step and the next step and the next step. I only want to know how to get somebody started, and I focus on that. Then I want to know the next step, and I focus on that. Then I want to know the next step, and I focus only on that, and I master it. So identify where you're at and get good at that first step. Okay, so go over all these things. These things are really great. And keep going here to your member dashboard like you saw before. So go through these things right here. And right where you saw the traders, on the other side is IBO. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you the truth. I've never even watched any of these things. I haven't. Those things don't matter to me. And I'll tell you why. I don't care how the comp plan works. It's not going to change my mind if I'm going to do it, right? I get what it is. I mean, I see the top, I'll figure out how to get to the top as I go. It's not going to change my mind. So therefore, the same thing with you guys. Get good at one thing, then get good at the next, then get good at the next, then get good at the next. And that's how you'll learn it like a master. All right, you guys, I appreciate you guys. I hope this was helpful to you. Keep showing up, keep coming back, keep pushing through. Make a fool out of yourself and make it publicly. That's the best advice I can leave you with, because a fool is only a fool until he wins. And then the fool wasn't a fool. He was a genius. And that's why I like to be so loud about things, because people think I'm foolish. I'm like, that's okay. That's okay. You be right. You be right. And let them be right, because not everybody can love you for who, understand you for who you are. And keep surrounding yourself with people that are bigger and higher than you, because they'll lift you up. If you hang out more with people that are lower than you and lesser than you, I promise you, they will pull you back. Life is a frequency. All right, you guys, I hope I raised your frequency today and gave you one thing that got you excited. Love you guys. Bye.